I'm gonna start cleaning this up. The power wire was kind of zip tied in for the fuel pump with the AC line, so obviously that gets real cold, and obviously it gets hot too. I'm gonna be taking that off, taking 2 power wires off, and I'm gonna be replacing just one big 8 gauge distribution to the back. That way you can add any auxiliary or any other accessories that he might like that needs power. But so far I started kind of running it. Don't worry, I'm gonna loom all that so you won't see it afterwards. I'll keep you updated once it's all done. Little update on the power wire. I got the power going right here. It's mounted right beside it, so it won't heat up compared to it being mounted somewhere else close to the motor. Power wire running along on top, so it won't touch anything that's hot. All loomed up. I know I mentioned to you guys before that he had something wired on the injector, I believe. So I'm keeping that and not touch it, just because that's how he wired it. But like I said, I took off quite a bit of wires and fuses. I took at least 2 off on the fuse box terminal, or in the terminal itself on the battery. It's a little better. It's not something I'd prefer to have, just because this kind of power is bugging me a little bit, but that's how he had it wired, so I would leave it the way it is. Other than that, I'll go ahead and clean up the fuel pump relays at the trunk and then start her up. Just to give you guys an update, I got everything ran. I'm trying to figure out what this cable was that he ran, but I'm not sure what it goes to, so I'll just leave it kind of the way he had it. But as you can see, I got the 8 gauge power wire running all the way to the back. I got converted the grounds to 8 gauge. That way it gets sufficient ground. 2 12 gauge each of the fuel pump going to the 2 relays in the back. As you can see, it's a little bit nicer looking than before. I will go ahead and clean up the relays and hopefully test it and see if everything works. Okay, just a quick update on the relays. That's how I have everything hooked up. Got the Tesla tape out. Big power wire right there, junction block. I chose this way just because I kind of think ahead for him, just to make sure if he wanted to add more accessory that he'd have something available to tap it into instead of going to the battery. I could have ran a 10 gauge, but that would be insufficient if he wanted to run something else. So kind of helped him out a little bit, but yeah, that's what it looks like. All tied it up. Big difference from before. If you guys have any questions, just give me a call, or I can also leave my Facebook page if you guys want to hit me up for any questions. Other than that, that's what it looks like. Oh, by the way, those are 260 80 amps. Put it on. The whole goal for this rewire was to kind of obviously to rewire everything and fix it, but I also like to try and hide the wires as much as possible. But that's kind of, I just kind of put the carpet back, so as you can see, you can't see much of the relay in the wiring, so that's okay with me. So hopefully he likes it. Everything so far looks good. I'm about to fire it up and hope for the best. Post this video, but this is everything that I took off from that car. It's a lot different from what it is now. Very simple wiring. This was just kind of everywhere, so it's nice to take it all out, and it's good to see what it looks like. I am getting ready to fire it up. I'm just gonna pull it out real quick, push it out, because it is a pretty loud Mustang. I'll record a video of the first startup as well. Here it is. Here's the first startup. Hopefully she starts.